Hi everybody, Daniel Bédard here to talk to you today about the Moeller Stroke. You might have seen that I shared a few clips of me playing rolls using this motion, so I wanted to talk to you today about the basics of this motion. First, let me say that the Moeller Stroke is named after Sanford Moeller, who actually saw this type of motion in the Civil War drummers back a long time ago. And he started studying this technique and applying it in his lessons. And one of his very famous students was Jim Chapin, who actually shared that technique with pretty much everybody in the world, in the drumming world. Myself actually mostly studied that technique through Jojo Mayer's DVD, Secret Weapons for the Modern Drummer. I also checked it out a bit with John Riley and Famularo while I was studying with those guys. So the Moeller Stroke is actually a whipping stroke. It involves a whipping action which looks like so. This is the basic Moeller whip, if you will. Okay, trad grip will look like this. So you might see that the whip generates a lot of power. Okay. So you might first want to work on that whip, maybe using a mirror. Actually, I would really strongly recommend that you use a mirror so you can see if your motion look fluid and if they are symmetrical if you use like match grip. It's still symmetrical if you use trad grip in the sense that it looks similar on both sides, okay? And I think it's a good idea to work on this like big motion at first to really understand the principle of this whipping action. Okay? So once you got that down, you can actually start to play the same type of stroke, but now we'll let the stick rebound after the initial impact. Like so. You might have to tweak your grip a bit to get those rebounds. I see some people like doing this, where the stick actually dies right away. Well, when this happens, it means that you're actually holding the stick a little bit too much. I'm actually letting the stick go as much as I can. I could almost like drop it. Yeah. And the more bounces you have, the better it'll be because it'll give you more bounces to control afterwards when we'll be working, for instance, on the pumping motion. Okay? Same thing applies here in the trad grip. So I'm whipping the stroke and I'm letting the bounce go like so. Okay? You might see that I'm very open here too. Yeah. So once you got that down, the next step is actually to try to play those whipping strokes with bounces in a rhythmic fashion. So the first thing I usually do is play triplets like so. When I do that, the only thing I'm actually playing is the accents. Everything else is bounces. You might see. So I'm actually doing this, but letting the stick bounce. Okay? And once you got this this thing going where both hands are playing strokes, you can actually try to do it only with one hand. Okay, so that's the basic few principles of the Moeller Stroke. If I sum up a bit, first thing to work on, this type of stroke, which I find is good to play in a huge, while using a huge motion like so, yeah, because you'll understand better the principle behind that stroke, okay? Then you can do the same while letting the stick bounce like so. And the more bounce you get, the better it is. Yeah. then you play the same thing, but I'd say like try to go for triplets at first. I find it's easier. And then only one hand at a time. Then this will lead you to these kind of rows. I don't want to go into that like too much right now, but we'll go like a little bit deeper in those. So try that. If you have any questions regarding what I might have told you today, feel free to write to me. I'll be happy to help you. But in the meantime, go practice, have fun, and enjoy this type of stroke, which should like get you really loose and get the most out of your basic strokes. Okay, so see you soon and talk to you for more drumming.